Hey guys, today we are going to talk about 5 good food and 5 bad foods for diabetic people. So let's see what 5 foods you need to avoid if you're diabetic and why. Number 5 is dried fruit. Although fruits are the natural source of essential vitamins and minerals that a body needs to survive, but when the fruit is dried, all of its water content is lost and the remains left are the direct sugars. Furthermore, the dried fruits are mostly added with preservatives for increasing the taste as well as the shelf life. This makes the fruit very harmful for diabetics. Its sugar content gets dissolved directly into the blood and troubles the liver to manage the influx of sugar because insulin production is already inadequate. The harmful effects of dried fruits can be explained with an example. A cup of fresh grapes contains almost 27 grams of simple carbs or sugars in it. The rest is fibre and juice. However, the same quantity of dry grapes called raisins contains about 115 grams of simple sugars or carbs. This is almost 4 times more sugary than normal grapes. Equally, other dried fruits are also sweeter in content than their original forms. Besides the dried form of fruits, some fruits in their original forms are also very rich in sugars and should be avoided in case of diabetes. Giving this as a side note, by dried fruits I don't mean to say almonds or nuts. Dried fruits means the original juicy fruit, dried to remove its water content. It is done on a commercial scale all over the world. Number 4 is nectars, honey and maple syrup. Of course they are damaging for diabetes patients, but interestingly, people around the world consider honey and other fruit and flower nectars a natural source of sugar and they think it's not necessary to drop these items from your food chart. But it's a totally wrong concept. The point is that your body is not able to catabolize the sugar present in the blood because of insulin's absence of resistance. It does not matter whether the sugar comes from a natural source or an artificial one. Of course, the artificial sources of sugars are more damaging than the natural ones, but you need to cut down on both. The sweeteners like honey, maple syrup and agave nectar have almost the same amount of carbs per serving as white sugar. If white sugar contains 13 grams of carbs in 1 tablespoon, then maple syrup contains the same. Honey and agave nectar have even more. Honey contains 17.5 grams of carbs per tablespoon, and agave nectar contains 16 grams. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition of Oxford Academy stated that people facing diabetes experience the same sugar level increase in blood when they consume white sugar or honey. So what to do instead? You may use natural low-carb sweeteners like stevia, xylitol, or yacon syrup, etc. Number 3. Flavoured coffee and yogurt. Coffee and yogurt are both diabetic-friendly foods and are encouraged to be consumed without sugars. Black coffee is even recommended by nutritionists for diabetics. But adding flavours to both of these food items transforms them into puddings and desserts, and the natural tendency of the beverage to give energy to the body without raising sugar levels is lost. Not only this, but flavoured yogurts are even made of zero-fat milk, which is a carb contributor as well. For example, a cup of flavoured yogurt has almost 61% of sugar in it. Likewise, frozen yogurt, which is considered a healthy alternative to ice creams, has even more carb calories than the ice cream itself. Just like yogurt, a 500ml Starbucks caramel coffee contains 57 grams of carbs, a totally unhealthy combo for diabetics. Number 2. Sweetened cereals. Cereals are completely enriched with carbs and simple sugars. Almost 90% of the available options in the market are processed cereals and are a disaster for diabetic patients in the breakfast. Not only this, but the organic options claiming a lot of health benefits on the packaging are not healthy at all. According to research, the average quality of cereals used in the whole United States contains almost 90 to 95 grams of carbs in a simple serving. And differing to that, it provides only 14 grams of protein, which is not enough to keep you feeling full all day long. Hydrogenated fats is number 1. Hydrogenated fats, also called trans fats, are unhealthy for diabetics. These are unsaturated fatty acids that are added with hydrogen to make it steady and long-going, and in return it causes devastation to the diabetic patients. Although they do not raise blood sugar directly, various studies have revealed that these fats increase liver inflammation, insulin resistance, cholesterol, and fat reserves in the body, which cause harmful effects in the longer run. In diabetes type 2, these are even the cause of diabetes onset in many cases. Now let's talk about the top 5 best foods for diabetics that will not only help to manage the sugar levels, but also they will provide enough energy and nutrients to keep the body going throughout the day. Number 5 is chia seeds. Chia seeds are really helpful food supplements for diabetics. These are rich in fibre and quite low in simple carbs. That is why they stay inside the stomach for a long time, controlling the reoccurring appetite of a diabetic patient. The nutrition count of chia seeds tells us that in a 28 gram serving of chia seeds, there are 11 grams of fibre present, which simply controls the blood sugar levels and also prevents several inflammatory and worsening diseases and lowers the chances of diabetic onset in the later ages. Number 4 is green veggies. Green vegetables are an excellent source of healthy nutrition that a diabetic patient can take freely. They are rich in several minerals and vitamins and do not have a considerable amount of fat present in them. That's why they do not affect blood sugar levels. Not only this, but it was found out in a study that people facing diabetes have considerably low vitamin C present inside the body as compared to healthy people. As we know that green veggies like spinach, kale, broccoli, etc. are all rich in vitamin C, so they help to maintain the vitamin C content of the body. Likewise, the anti-inflammatory properties of vitamin C help to decrease insulin resistance and liver inflammation. Number 3 is fatty fish. Fish is again a great source of protein and is found to maintain blood sugar levels. According to research published in the National Library of Medicine in 2019, almost 80% of diabetes patients feel normal blood sugar levels after eating a fatty fish as compared to others. These fish are salmon, herring, sardines, mackerel, etc. Number 2 is eggs. Eggs are an excellent low-carb protein source and are very good for diabetics. They have multiple benefits. Firstly, they control cholesterol levels, decrease inflammation, and improve insulin sensitivity. All of these factors help to channel the diabetic problems in a manageable way. In 2019, a study found out that a good quantity of eggs taken as breakfast for 3 to 4 weeks straight can stabilise the blood sugar levels and also keeps the tummy full for a long time. This is because eggs have some complex proteins and fibre sources that help to induce a feeling of fullness in the stomach. Not only this, but eggs also help to prevent cardiovascular problems and reduce the risk of stroke. Okay, number 1 and the best by far is avocados. Avocados are one of the ideal fruit options for diabetics. Wonder why? The reason is that it has less than 1 gram of sugars and carbohydrates. Not only this, but it is also rich in fibre, so it doesn't spike up the sugar levels in the blood. Avocados are useful for cutting down weight and fat, which is a common point from where most diabetic disorders start. Did you find this video helpful? Do share your thoughts in the comments. If you've got any suggestions for us, then we'll love to hear that as well. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe and we'll catch you in the next video.